Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Live with Purpose live streams. I'm your host, Mr. Ron Kwok. How you guys doing tonight? What's up? What's up? Mia, I don't know, first in the chat says fun times ahead. Live with Purpose. What's up? What's up? I just realized that I have emotes that I made and I have not uploaded it to YouTube. So I shall get on that. I promise. But Ian Code says mini rave soon. I think we're keeping it chill. I shuffled the playlist, so we'll see if it's like ravey or chill or whatever it is, but we'll do something. Ian says, Ronald, wherefore art thou, Ronald? Do you know that wherefore art thou is like not where are you, but it's why are you? Because Juliet was like, hey, why must you be a family member of the rival family and our love can never be? So it's why are you, Romeo? Why am I Ron? I don't know. I'm just me, man. That's just how I am. Like, where am I? I'm right here. Why am I? That's a complex question that we'll save for another day. Cristobal, Fixtobel. What does that mean? Jason Cable says, yo, what's up? What's up, Jason Cable? I know you said you were studying or something, right? What are you studying for? I'm glad you're here anyway. We'll try not to involve you too much in the chat so that you can stay studious, all right? Branch Kraken says, what's good? What's up, Branch? Good to see you, man. Good job on that bench PR. What was it, 185 for 2 that you put in the Discord? If you guys haven't joined the Discord, feel free to do so. We're trying to keep it lit and busy in the chat, although it's been crickets in there for a little bit. I got to figure out what to do. What do you think is the best thing for you guys to do in Discord that we can get started? Because I feel like the Discord these days have been quite chill to the point where like it's quiet, you know what I mean? So aside from, you know, a forum for people to post pics, talk about EDC, ask for advice on what to carry, what do you guys want to, what would you guys use a Discord for other than gaming? You know what I mean? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Just because, like, you know, if I'm gonna be making the Discord for any amount of reason, I want to make sure it's worth it for you guys. If it's not, I'm gonna stop asking you guys to join because there's no added value there. And I know a lot of us already have Discord servers active. Mikey Daily Carry, Brandon EDM, you guys all have very healthy Discord. So I know Taylor Martin, Best Anime DC, uses it as like a buy sell trade exchange if you're a Patreon member or something like that. So let me know what it is you value. Excuse me, I just had some cheese. Hopefully that doesn't mess me up too much. But let me know what you find valuable in a Discord server. Let's see. Got my Wii Knives Navo in black micarta. Ooh, that sounds cool. How you liking it, man? How you liking it? Ian says, Mini Rave is playing music like 15 minutes before a stream like Cole does. Yeah, I just got back, actually. I think I popped the stream, like 3 or 4 minutes before we started, just because, and I didn't want to keep you guys waiting. I said 5 o'clock I'll be here, so I'll be here, you know what I mean? So this is what I'm doing. We need regular calls in the community. I see. Yeah, makes sense, says Branch. I have my first exam in environmental lecture tomorrow. Not really liking my classes this semester, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Absolutely, says Jason. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Sometimes, school is just sort of like a prerequisite. You gotta get past that to kind of qualify for some jobs you want to apply to, and then go from there. Like, I didn't personally use my degree for what I studied. It was more of like making connections and learning skills. Like, throughout my academic career, I learned a lot of skills that I apply to this day professionally, just in another field. So there's good somewhere. Branch from Kraken says, also more people buying and selling. I don't know, man. I don't think there's a lot of buying and selling happening in general with the EDC crowd these days, just because like the economy has just been in the bin, you know what I mean? Like, I know I haven't been buying much. I bought this pen. I bought several pens. This is a this is the G750. Where is the G450? It's like the little brother of it, and I've been enjoying writing with that thing. Let's see if I have it in here. But it's a gel roller ball pen, and it writes real well. I have no idea where it went. I think I put it in my sling or something like that. Anyway, yeah, so I bought that one, and I also got into Big Idea Designs Ultim fountain pen. So that is that. So I'm waiting for that to come. They say, I think they're shipping in March. So when that happens, I'm gonna add to my Ultim collection. I know Raven the Pirate the other day posted something about Lexan. Civivi, they're starting to make things with Lexan, which is like a clear polycarb as opposed to Ultim. I don't know if Lexan has the same thermoplastic properties that make it good for like really high heat or high temperature applications, but we're talking about scales for a knife. We're not talking about crazy applications, in medical or auto or anything like that. Trev says, I'm buying lots. Or I'm just buying, LOL. New Concept Knives Main Street today. What does that look like? Concept Main Street. Let's check that out. Well, next question is, what color and what variant did you get? It's a Dirk Pinkerton Little Main Street. So it's a sick Warney 3.36 inch blade. Lots of different configs. Which config did you get? You put pics up on your Instagram? Okay. Let's see what you got. What are you guys carrying tonight? I've been using my sling a whole ton, and I think like I've really kind of like dialed in why I'm using a sling and how I'm using it these days. And I think I'm gonna make more content on my everyday carry loadout as it pertains to slings and how I use it to live with purpose on the daily, what I'm doing. So look forward to that. But everything, like, it's kind of nice too because everything's in one place. I don't have to worry about, okay, I got to empty out this pocket, then my back pockets, and then put it in a valet tray. Everything is in this. Everything is in this. And so everything except my phone, you know what I mean? My knife is in here, my wallet's in here, and they're all in their proper place. My pen, my keys, like all that stuff is in here. So I don't have to worry about losing it or like misplacing it, looking in different places for them. I got my Wubin X3 Light Talk here, and there's gonna be a video coming out about this real soon. It's my starter EDC kit for 2024, even though it is like almost February. Can you guys believe it's almost February? It's freaking nuts. but everything is here, so I don't have to worry about like misplacing or moving things. We got the Malibu operator from ProTech, real sleek looking guy. I've been using it a lot just because I've kind of been going through a series of changes myself, going back to basics, my foundation, my core, things that like, despite, you know, trends, Ultem, things like that, like I'm boiling back down to practicality, functionality, and sort of a smooth, clean aesthetic. So that's what I'm starting off. You know, that's my jumping off point for 2024. Obviously, as the year rolls on and we see cool and newer things coming out of the EDC world, there's going to be different things that we're going to have to check out. So 1 second. Dude, I feel like I need to incorporate my daughter into my channel soon, because she has not like wanted to leave. Like the last few lives, she's just been like, what you doing, Dad? And then she'll come in and then like, can I sit with you and hang out? So I think she wants to be in on action, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But no, this thing looks cool, man. What do you like most about it, Trev? Let's see. You said you have pics in your Instagram. I'll look it up later. I don't know exactly which variant you got, but there's a ton here. If I were to pick one, I mean, this Phantom looking one looks sick. Black Stonewash, I think DLC finish. Is that G10? I mean, there's, yeah, black G10 scales. Ooh, they're clean. Definitely clean. Definitely clean. Branch says, I feel that, Ron. My GF lost a knife I gave her on our first date and was losing it for a second. Yeah, dude. I don't know. For me, it's been experiences, right? Like, I was all down to put it in my pocket just because, like, the saying goes, like, what's in my pockets? Or pocket dump you know? Like, I keep things in my pockets. Great. And before, when I first started this channel, I wore a lot of jeans. So I had proper pockets in all 4 areas of, you know, the jeans, right? Wallet went in the front left. Knife and flashlight and keys went in the front right, and then my back left, I didn't keep anything, and then my back right, I kept my phone because I usually take that out, so when I sit down and take it out, put it on the table. So I had a very specific way I loaded it out. But then since then, you know, I've started getting a little more comfortable, you know what I mean? I'm like wearing joggers, I am wearing, you know, like gym shorts in the summer, and so those pockets aren't reliable. You know, I've lost things consistently just by sitting down, not even like taking it out and putting it on the table and forgetting I did that. It's just, you sit down and then, bleh, you know, it's just gone. So, and then, you know, it'll fall into the couch cushions, or worse yet, it's gonna fall into, you know, like you're watching a movie or something and it falls onto the floor and you gotta sift through like nasty old popcorn to find it. If you even notice that you lost it there and then, right? Like, it happened to me where you have to literally, like, I walked to my car and I tried to open my car and I couldn't. So I had to realize my keys were in the theater. I had to come back and get it. So I've been burned enough times to where I think, okay, I'm going to incorporate some sort of minimal sling and just keep everything in there. Unless I'm wearing a fully decked out, you know, denim, jeans, things of that nature. And that, you know, I don't have to worry about things falling out of my pockets. Get what I mean? Platinum says, hey, y'all, what's up, Platinum? Good to see you in the chat. Thank you, thank you. Ian says, Lexan is a lot like plexiglass. There you go. Yeah, like acrylic. Like sheets of acrylic, and they just kind of mill it out and make it cool with scales. So it's definitely not as robust as Ultem. So I'm sure the price point is a little lower for Lexan as well. But I think, like, specifically for knife scales, largely, unless it's a very intricate design where you have to really machine very fine details into it, you won't need sort of like the robust qualities of a polyetheramide in Ultem to really accomplish what you need to accomplish with knife scales. You know what I mean? Like if it's a complex moving part in, you know, a medical equipment or in the auto industry where it needs to perform at high temperature day in and day out, Ultem's gonna excel that way, and that's probably why it's a little more expensive as a material and a little harder to work with. You know, when I've talked to companies, like for example, like I think at Blade, I think it was Blade Atlanta, I was talking to the guys at Big Idea Design, and they were telling me that their first like prototype or messing around with Ultem to mill out the Ultem fountain pen that, you know, we finally have now, uh, they were burning through bits like crazy, because unlike other materials that they've been able to mill through, they were eating the bits because it's resistant to heat, it's harder to get through, and that just drives up the overall cost of, you know, the pens, the final result of it. So, you know, WeSavivi was probably like, hey, let's find something that's equally trendy, that's translucent, that we can mill something out of, that's easier to work with. Yeah, maybe the quality, not quality, but maybe the robust sort of like qualities of it aren't that robust. Like, it's not as strong of a material, but it serves its purpose. That was a rant, sorry guys. Lexan shines in automotive racing applications like drag racing and road racing, but specifically for what? Oh yeah, so for the windshield, right, because it's lightweight, and yeah, it's not gonna shatter, right? Like it might splinter or something like that. So yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. But I mean, yeah, knife scales aren't gonna be flying through the road at like 200 miles an hour or whatever it is, you know. Mia says, I always carry my Tyrant Razor in my brand new Bradford Guardian 3 M390. Oh, nice. I mean, we've already gone through the Tyrant Razor all day long, you know what I mean? Like we already know its benefits. It looks cool. I just need to pick one up at this point. Bradford Guardian 3 M390. Let's check it out. Which one did you get, Mia? Did you get like these orange scales here? Oh, nice. It is a fixed blade. Is it? Yeah, full tank. Nice. Very cool. So here's a question. Of those of you who use fixed blades, I got mine right here. This is the Auxiliary Manufacturing Pocket Bowie. I love this knife. It looks really cool. This is the Stingray resin wrap variant. Comes with a Kydex sheath. Very awesome. I think this went for like $275. I can call this probably my second ever fixed blade and the real first one that I've ever used. The only other one I have is the Pete's Pirate knife. This was his very first one. I got it because I'm a big fan of the guy, and it looks cool. It's S35 VN steel, so nothing like super impressive or anything, but it was his first like foray into it, and I was like, damn, this thing looks cool. But I've never really used it. And so my question is, when I got this Auxiliary Manufacturing, it was at a time where a lot of people are getting into fixed blades, especially with the stuff that Taylor Martin and Ricky Hernandez are putting out. They've been all about it, you know, like the Wicket and all the other stuff. So the thing is, I've been trying to incorporate it into my loadout, my fixed blade, right? And I mean, aside from stringent California laws where like dirks, I guess this qualifies as a dirk, but you can't conceal this thing in public. You have to either not carry it or carry it openly, open carry, right? So you'd have to clip this and just have it showing, right? I'm probably not going to do that because it's too kind of jarring where I live, I guess. And, you know, it's not a normal sight to see people like with gun holsters and with knife holsters in their belts and stuff like that. So if I can't bring it with me, I'm kind of limited to just using it around the house. So I'm like, you know, hilariously like chopping up my Amazon packages and whatnot with this thing, opening packages. And it's been fun. It's a really cool knife. It's very handy and all that. But aside from that, and maybe say camping, like how would I incorporate that into my loadout, right? Maybe it's because I'm restricted, or maybe I just haven't thought of a practical use for it. But how are you guys using your fixed blades, and how are you guys carrying it? Are you guys, you know, carrying it in your bag or sling because wherever you live there's less stringent laws that allow you to do so? Like how are you doing that? Barbarian Brawny Mikey in the house says he just got a Tyrant. It's in the pocket now also. Nice. How do you like it? Okay, let's pull it up just because it seems like you guys are stoked on it. Here we go. Tyrant Razor V3 utility knife. I mean, there's so many different kinds, right? Look, they have infinite customizations, they say. I'm sure it's not infinite. I'm sure it's like a couple million combinations or whatever. But it looks like they have a lot of styles of scales. Mia, Mikey, which scales do you have? I mean, I see black DLC. I see some carbon fiber here. I see, does that like topo print or etched into it? That looks cool. Here's a Stonewash tie version with the topo etched in. What did you guys get? If you're gonna order it here, it says, I mean, there's a few configurations. I don't know if you can get every single configuration here, but I see like different pry bar rear spacer. You can get different carbon fiber scales, a 38mm mini clip, You can choose to pre-install them. This is kind of cool. It's like customizing a car that you're gonna buy off the lot or something, or have it sent to you. So, oh yeah, see, here you go. Tyrant Razor V3 Utility 50/50 Jet Black Cascadia Topo Edition. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I feel like Brandon EDM would like this. Oh, cool. The utility blade has etched topo as well. That's kind of nuts. See, the thing with that is, or any sort of like etched or designed topo or etched or designed utility blade, is that once it goes dull, you got to chuck it. And so that's just like, I'm sure it's vastly more expensive than typical utility blades you can buy like at Home Depot. You know what I mean? Let's see. It's got a raised section in the blade holder for easier, quick release of razor blades. There you go. Oh, look, they got like different etchings and stuff. That's kind of nuts. Oh, see, look, they're compatible with like the DeWalt, the Carbide stuff, Husky, all that stuff. So I have a box of the DeWalt Carbide utility blades at home. But I mean, look, it's pretty clean. And then you got the flipper aspect of it. Is that a flipper tab right there? These are all open kind of halfway, so I can't tell how big of a flipper that is, but it seems like it's a generous little flipper that you get there. Barbarian Brawny says you got the frag pattern. Cool. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Marco in the house. Fook Doozle in the house. What's up, guys? Thank you for coming through. We're keeping it chill tonight. I see 13 users in the chat, 13 viewers in the chat. We're keeping it nice and cozy, fireside chat style. But let's see. I like to carry a fixed blade when I have a bag with medical. God forbid I would need to use it like that, but really not an everyday thing for me, says Branch. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And it's nice that you kind of like took the time to think about, okay, if I'm going to carry it, what would I use it for? Is it practical? And then you kind of just are curating your loadout from there. That's good. Only fixed blades I carry on a regular basis are a Mora Companion in my backpack, and once in a while I wear the CRKT Minimalist on my neck. Okay. And what are you doing when you're wearing it out? Are you just like every kind of like a everyday basis, or do you typically like, do you go camping a lot, or do you have something specific, Fook Doozle, that you use the Mora Companion or the CRKT Minimalist to have it on your neck, or is that just kind of like a just in case kind of thing? Mikey says, I like it though, it's on bearing, so it's super smooth. Oh, there you go. So there's an added benefit, a piece of tactility that you don't really see in the pictures. You kind of have to boil it down into the tech specs and have it in your hand to feel it. So the ergos, and not the ergos, the user experience of it, the deployment must be nice. The Topo stonewashed handle. Oh yeah, it's nice. Very nice. Just throw the etch blade on your trusty Worksharp Pro PA and you won't have to be sad. But there's a thing though, like I feel like if you are buying a Tyrant Razor or using a utility blade at any point, you're trying to circumvent the whole fact that you need to sharpen a blade regularly, right? Because if I didn't already have the Worksharp Pro PA, you're right, I have one, so I could just sharpen it real good and just keep it. But if I didn't have one, it's kind of like, well, I don't need, like, why would I go buy a utility blade with super cheap refills and stuff only to then buy a super expensive, relatively expensive, sharpener to sharpen those utility blades? I would just chuck it and buy like sets from Home Depot. So I guess you really have to like want the Topo and want to preserve the Topo blades enough to where you would just keep the Worksharp by you and just like really maintain it like a real knife, you know, like a premium knife. Fook Doozle says the Minimalist is because my wife bought it for me. The Mora is for when I'm hiking or for emergency. Okay, nice. That makes sense. That makes complete sense. Ian says I was joking. Nobody's gonna sharpen utility blade. Come on, hey man. If you're gonna throw it in the chat, that's you implicitly consenting to me reacting to it. But yeah, exactly. I mean, we should try it. Like, nobody's gonna sharpen it. We should try and sharpen a utility blade and see what happens. I probably should wear eyewear though, because I feel like a utility blade is not made from like S35 VN steel. You know what I mean? It's gonna be made from like super cheap steel that'll hold an edge for like 5 minutes, and then after using it, you're gonna throw it away. So if I'm gonna sharpen it, I think we're gonna have to make sure that these eyes are protected. I don't need shards of stuff flying out. You know what I mean? No good. Oh, let's see. I now want to go to the movie theater and get popcorn, says Barbarian Brawny. Dude, I haven't been to a movie in so long. Like, I think the last time I was at a movie was, shoot, I think it was for Barbie. When did that come out? I think that was when the That was when the that was when the car key scenario happened. But July 21st, 2023. So it's been 6 months. It's been half a year since I've stepped foot in a movie theater. Christ. Yeah. So I haven't had popcorn. I haven't had snacks like that. I miss it. Man. Do you guys do you guys have theaters that have the recliner? Like where you press a button and it kind of goes all the way back? It's so nice. It's so nice. But you have to imagine, like, what have people done in them? You know what I mean? It's a dark place. High school is high school, you know what I'm saying? They sanitize those things regularly. Barbarian Bronny says, I would guess you would just need to stop it instead of a full-on sharpen. Strop it. Oh, yeah. I guess so. Or just, like, a very slight hone. Just make sure you don't go ham with it. Utility, Ian Coates says, utility blades are the hardest used blades probably out there, especially for me and others that depend on utility blades to get that skrill. True. That's true. You know, it's the most easily attainable type of blade. So, of course, it would need to put up some decent hours. I guess it's not, like, super fragile in that regard, right? I haven't been to a movie theater in years, at least 4 since my oldest kid is 4. You haven't gone since you had kids? Dang, that's crazy. That's wild, Barbarian Bronny. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to take my kid to a movie theater right now, too, because it's so loud, it's dark. I think, like, honestly, if I took my kid to a movie tomorrow, I think she'd be freaked out that, like, everything's super loud and she can't see anything. So she's probably going to be like, no. But I guess eventually, right? Eventually when it's healthy for them to go into a movie theater and not blow their eardrums out. God. But, I mean, take a break, right? Like, if you can get away from the kids at all in any capacity, go watch a movie. Go enjoy yourself. Get an XL popcorn and have at it. You know what I mean? Are you going to Blade Show Texas? So far, it seems like I'm not going to. I don't think I am. Ask Alfredo Cervantes. But I think it looks to be a good time. You know, a lot of people are coming out there. I don't know for sure yet, but, you know, we'll see. But I think as far as it goes right now, I don't know if it's in the cards for me. But, you know, I got plenty of stuff to work on here in the studio. I got plenty of videos I need to make, put out, so you guys have things to see, things to do, things to enjoy. So, but I will be there in spirit. You know, I'm going to reach out to all the creator friends who are going to Blade Show Texas, wish them all the best, and can't wait for them to come back with their stories and adventures for sure. I think it'll be a good time. I think it will definitely be a good time. Blade Show Texas was my first love. It was fun. It was the first time I went out there with House of Blades to meet Chris and the gang, Andreas, and they're all awesome people. Did a shop tour. The video of that is on the channel, and you know, they're just really cool people. You know, when we're buying knives and stuff, like, you know, Knife Center exists, Blade HQ exists, but if you can support like local vendors like House of Blades, it's just really cool, especially if you're able to meet and experience, you know, interacting with the people that run these things. You know what I mean? They're just genuinely nice people that are just passionate about what they do. You know, like if you take a look at their shop, it's a cabin, it's a wood cabin, and they have like shelves on shelves of knives of different kinds. They have swords, they have camping goods, they have a whole dedicated Benchmade shelf. Their vault is even cooler upstairs where all the magic happens. They keep all their inventory there. And they have other services like engraving, etching, and it's all good stuff, you know what I mean? So if you guys are in the market for a blade, I would say, you know, support good people doing good work. So, you know, instead of just buying it on Amazon or buying it from the first place that pops up on your Google SEO search, you know, check out House of Blades. See if what you're looking for is in their inventory. And, you know, they're a local retailer, so it's not like they're gonna have everything in stock all the time, but it's worth taking a look, especially since if you use code PURPOSE, you can save 10% on your order. So save yourself some money, help out some really awesome people. It's a win-win, y'all. It's a win-win. Incode says that he pushes anyone to shop at House of Blades. It's just different when I know some faces where I can shop. Exactly. Connections are everything, and especially since, you know, like, we are a community at the end of the day. So if you can support some awesome people instead of just like, you know, the big business boxes, you know, then why not? Alfred Cervantes says, love House of Blades, saw you there last year. Oh, awesome, man. I'm sorry, I don't remember, but like it's been a while and I've got a lot of stuff going, but awesome. I'm glad you like came up to me and we had a chat, but really good stuff. House of Blades also does amazing Friday night streams on Insta. Yeah, they do, dude. Chris and Andreas are really putting in the reps, you know what I mean? Like every Friday, they're doing their thing on Insta. And Insta, I feel like Instagram is a really, it's not a user-friendly place to stream. You know what I mean? I did one stream and it was on my phone. I don't have access to Instagram Producer, which is like Instagram's creator tools that allows you to like connect your OBS or something like that. And so because I wasn't able to do that, I was using the Wi-Fi off of my phone. And hi, baby girl. Mwah, love you. Bye. Do the horse. We can do horsey after. Okay. Oh man, love that girl. But what was I saying? Oh, Instagram. Yeah. So I was using the Wi-Fi of my phone, so it wasn't the strongest, and it was like hiccuping and stuff. And then you can't really see the chat as quickly or clearly. And so, you know, despite all that, Chris and Andreas they're killing it with the lives, and they always have some cool stuff to talk about. Barbarian Brownie says HOB also has great customer service. I literally just ordered something 10 minutes ago. Amazing. There you go. See. Ian says, Ron, we met in ATL. Do you remember me? Yeah, I remember you. I remember you, bro. I remember you. You had a lot of things to say in the pit, and you were schmoozing with everybody and everything, and it was good. It was very good. Honestly, like, it was really cool to meet everybody on my kind of Blade Show journey all last year. You know what I mean? It was really like the 3 distinct opportunities for me to just get boots on the ground and meet people, you know, because being a YouTube creator is lonely, you know. I'm over here in my studio alone, closed doors, you know what I mean, and just making content. But the only way I interact with you guys is through these live streams here, in the comments, stuff like that. So I try and reply to everybody, everything. But Blade Show was really my first couple opportunities to kind of like get out and just meet people, you know what I mean, and just talk to people, have good conversations, candid conversations about their passion, about new things that are coming out, meeting vendors, meeting enthusiasts, meeting dealers, everybody, you know. So it was a great time. It was an absolutely great time. Chris Valdez in the house. He says, I appreciate you guys. I'm lurking, lol. Dude, me and Chris have been talking deep about anime. every Saturday night, I'm gonna text him and be like, yo, that latest episode of Solo Leveling though, what is happening? This is good times. Good times. Ian says, Ron, I can't fool you. You know me better than I know myself. I would. That's debatable. That's debatable. But you're a dear friend nonetheless. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Ian. Oh, let's see. What did I miss? Did I miss something? Barbarian Brownie Mikey says, I can't wait to take them though, but I and my wife have gotten movie theater popcorn and brought it home. Oh, I have never done that before. That's actually smart. Because then you got the melted butter on tap. And you just, and just like, do you do the thing where like, you get like a popcorn and you tell them to fill it halfway, put butter, and then fill it the rest, and then you layer on the butter at the top? Or what I've done in the past is like, I've gotten popcorn, and then I ask them for 2 boxes. I'll pour the popcorn in there, and then I'll layer the butter on the popcorn, and I'll shake the box so that the butter uniformly covers all of the. God, that's unhealthy. So that the butter just coats everything evenly. Jason Cable says, I've been watching Initial D lately. So good. Any 90s anime goes hard. Nice. Dude, Initial D is like childhood memories, because not only did I watch the anime, but I played the arcade game. I had my little like ID card with my car. It was sick. I drove the FD. I had the FD3S, but I also had a Subaru STI because I love me some Subis. I actually have a Subi. It's not an STI, but it's a limited. That butter is literally trash, says Ian. Hey, we don't diss it like that. Okay? Let's chill out a little bit. Barbarian Brownie says, only way to do it, Ron, double butter. Absolutely. I agree. I'm team butter. Jason says, Suba, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yep. I'm one of those guys, but I don't vape. I just drive aggressively. Ian says, I haven't gotten the liquid butter in a while. Didn't want to feel my arteries clog as I watched the movie. It do be like that. I mean, you know, I sing praises on the buttered popcorn, but I haven't gone to the movie theater in 6 months. And even when I did go to the movie theater to watch Barbie, I didn't eat a whole popcorn thing by myself. I think I shared it with my lady, and you know, we don't go nearly as ham as we used to, you know, because our bodies just can't do that anymore. I ain't trying to take years off my life, you know what I mean? Coffin Wizard Pine Box Co says, hey everyone, what did I miss? You didn't miss much, bro. Thank you for coming through to the chat and hanging out with us this fine Wednesday evening. We're just chilling. We're just talking about everyday carry, what everyone is carrying. We talked about fixed blades a little bit, utility knives, their place in EDC. I've so far failed to kind of carry this on a regular basis just because, I mean, I live in California. They don't let you carry it concealed, so you just have to either let everybody in the room in your coffee shop know that you got a dagger strapped to your belt, or you don't carry one at all. And, you know, the alternative is obviously any folder that you could just put in your pocket. No autos over 2 inches, but that's why we have ProTech and we have the Runt 5. They designed the Runt 5 specifically at the 2-inch length, and it's an auto. It's an out the side, so that way, it's out the side. And, you know, they've designed it specifically because they are headquartered in California. They designed it so that people in California could just use and abuse their knives, you know? And if they like autos, they like autos. Romulius, I get your name wrong every time, man. Romulius says, what's good, Ron? What's up, Rom? How you doing, man? Good to see you in the chat. Thank you. Cool, bro. Glad to make it in Canada. I can't even carry technically, says Coffin Wizard. That's true, but that hasn't stopped all you Canadians from going ham in the chat about the latest knife pickup, huh? I agree. I won't tell anyone. You know what I mean? 3211 and Co says, why do I love Cali so much? Yeah, especially because the knife laws are so stringent. That's why you love it, right? Me too. Ian says, hey everyone, I've got a dagger. Also, can I get a double cinnamon dolce latte venti, please? How did you know? I literally ordered that the other day. And I'm like, are you stalking me, Ian? Are you stalking me? Are you not only the people's mod, but you're also Team Live with Purpose over out in California? Oh dang, what's up, man? Mikey says, when my wife and I were dating, she worked at a movie theater, so weekly we would see movies for free and get free icy and pop. Oh my god, Mikey living the dream. And ices. Let's talk about ices for a second. What's your favorite flavor, people, in the chat? Your slushies, your ices. Also, a slushie isn't a slushie unless it's an icy, I feel like, because I've done like Slurpees from 7-Eleven and all that stuff, and it's fine, but it's that unique consistency that Icy gets, like Icy brand with the polar bear and the, you know, the blue raz and the red cherry and the Coke flavored. My favorite is the Coke flavor. I don't know. That's mine. So I would happily fight anybody in this room. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a poll right now. Your favorite icy flavor. Okay, we got the cherry. We've got the blue raz. Can I get one more? Can I add more? Oh, dude. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. Okay, here we go. Coke. Yes. All right. I struggled a little bit because my interface, there's a button hovering right over where I need to add an option, because I'm like, I have this utility where I can like highlight comments, right? And so there's a button that allows me to clear that comment, but it's hovering right over the thing. So yeah. Barbarian Brownie says blue icy. Okay, fair. Coffin Wizard says Baja Blast. They had Baja Blast icy? No way. I love Baja Blast. That's the only reason why I go to Taco Bell still. Just like, I love me some crunchy tacos and some crunch wraps, but man, dude, the beef gives me the shits. Like, it seriously does. And I can't process it any longer, man. I used to be able to, and then I had this phase where I was like in denial, and I was like, man, I would love Taco Bell, and you know, I know it sometimes gives me the runs, but I'll just roll the dice and see what happens. But the thing is, every time I rolled the dice, I would crap out every time. Ha! Pun intended, people. I would roll the snake eyes. I would crap out and then go crap. What? Trevor? Bruh. Trevor said in the chat that they don't have ices in Canada? So you don't know what that is? It's this right here, bro. The Icy Company. America's original. Oh, I guess it's America's original. So the Canada won't have it. Fantastic frozen treat. It looks like this, basically. It's just a branded slushie. They own Slush Puppy? I did not know that. But yeah, it's, oh my God, they have cereal? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did y'all know? Did y'all know they had icy cereal? I didn't. And that's very dangerous knowledge for me to have. That's very dangerous knowledge for me to have. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I want to join Icy. I become family. Look at them all sitting around the table, but they don't have a single Icy on the table. This screams stock photo, guys. Come on. Come on, Icy marketing. How much does it cost to Photoshop a little Icy cup in there so that you can stay on brand? Come on. Look at all these. Look at all these like knowledgeable women talking about Icy. They look very invested in Icy and very happy about it. But I don't see a single Icy on the table. Guys, people, what is wrong with this picture? Look, they got Icy. They Cheers in. They got the green apple. They got the mango. They got these different flavors in here. Look, he's trying to ask her out. Hey, girl, want to go get an Icy with me? But they lost opportunity here. Lost opportunity. Anyway, Trevor, that's what Icy is. And I'm sure in Canada you have your own version of like flavored slushies. But oof. Coffin Wizard says we have them at carnivals and theme parks. Yeah, that's true. Man, beefy 5-liver and a Baja Blast. Sounds good. What's in my pockets? Alan in the house says, dude, Taco Bell does the same to me. No way, right? Like, I love it. It's so good. The textures are great. But it's like when you eat, it's like when you take the last bite of your Taco Bell, you're also starting a timer for like 20 minutes. And when that timer runs out, you are you just get wrecked, okay? You and your butthole get to go on a special field trip to the master bathroom and you get to shut it down for a couple hours because it's destroying. Mikey says Ron's going shopping after this one. No, seriously. I gotta see, does Target have Icy cereal? Yeah, they're called Slush Puppies. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm missing eating In-N-Out, says Mia. Do you not have In-N-Out where you're at? I mean, yeah. I mean, California, I think In-N-Out is a California thing, right? And then In-N-Out, let's see. In-N-Out origins. American regional chain of fast food restaurants located primarily in California and to a lesser extent in the Southwest from Oregon to Texas. There you go. I guess, oh yeah, I guess it is niche. But I feel like every region of America has their own specific, like, well-known burger chain. You know what I mean? Like California has In-N-Out, but then like other places have like Whataburger or Newcastle, right? I don't know, but things like that. Mullen Labe in the house says, dang, bro, I haven't had an Icy in so long. Dude, me neither. I miss it. I think I actually did, in fact, have a small popcorn and a small Coke Icy when I went to go see Barbie 6 months ago. That was my thing. That was my thing. Ian Coates says, an Icy is a very finely ground shave ice. Yes, they use their titanium M390 knives to shave the ice meticulously. Very artisanal thing to handcraft your ices. Minnesota doesn't have In-N-Out. We have Caribou Coffee and Culver's, which is technically Wisconsin. Oh, nice, says Jason Cable. White Castle. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Says Alan. White Castle. That sounds right. Ian says they lure you in with a boardroom photo to apply for a job, but you will actually be in a sticky fast food joint wrenching on machines while kids scream and people bitch at you. That sounds about right. That sounds about right for like every single like fast food service type job. Absolutely. Before YouTube, I was working with my dad, family business. We ran a juice bar. And while it's not as headliney as In-N-Out or Taco Bell or Icy or Hot Dog on a Stick or something like that, man, people don't give a shit. Like they're just like, I need my juice and I need it now. What's taking so long? Why is it so expensive? I don't care if it costs a lot to buy the fruit. Why is it so expensive? I sound like the old slug lady from Monsters Inc. Like I don't know why that was what I gravitated towards first, as far as sounds go, but that's what happened. That's what happened. What did we end up at? Did we end up? Can I click this? So Cherry wins at 40%. Blue Raz is second place at 33%, and unfortunately, Coke is at a measly 27%. I guess that's fair because, like, if you're gonna, I mean, I feel like a lot more people would much rather enjoy Coke as liquid soda, right? You know. Okay, so here's the second question: what kind of Coke do you like? Do you like Mexican sugar, like what is it? It's the glass bottle with like just sweetened with Mexican sugar, or do you like Coke Zero, or do you like classic canned Coke? Which one do you like? I like the Mexican sugar one. It's really good, and I don't know why it tastes different. I mean, the sugar is different, but it just tastes better. I don't know. Maybe it's placebo. But yeah, Mullen says hashtag Cherry Gang. Yikes. Yikes. Coffin Wizard says Doritos. Yep. I get what you're saying. I hear what I see what you're putting down. If we're talking any frozen dessert, root beer float wins by a mile for me. Oh my god, that's something I haven't had in like a decade. Root beer float. I like Barks root beer. Barks. I think it was either, for me it was Barks or A&W, and I think I just had more access to Barks and I just developed a taste for it. But Barks root beer was hella good. Yo, Ronnie Quack Dog is in chat. Crew house, thanks. Hope all are well, says Chicken Fried Steak. What's up, Chicken Fried Steak? Thank you for coming through. We are doing well. We're having a very spirited conversation about fast food and crappy food that makes you crap. Throw yours in the pot. What's the one thing that y'all enjoy eating, your vice when it comes to fast food, and how does it make your bowels feel? 3211 and Co says Mexican everything tastes better. Yeah, you know, you have a solid point there. You absolutely do. Root beer tastes nasty to me, says Alan. All right, that's fair. Root beer is I mean, it just doesn't sound appetizing. It's a brew made out of tree roots somehow. Yeah, I get that. I don't know. That was my thing. Like back in the day, my dad, he loved he loved, what was it? It's not Crush. It's not Fanta. It is Fanta. He loved Fanta back in the day. And so he always enjoys a random Fanta here and there. But for me, it's root beer. It's Barks root beer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Dude. This is good stuff. Mullen says I've got to get one tomorrow. It's my mission tomorrow. Taco Bell? Oh my god. What do you guys get? What do you guys order at Taco Bell? I usually get the Crunchwrap meal with a Baja Blast soda and then hot sauce. And then I get like 3 crunchy tacos. Not the Supreme though, because the Supreme's like really messy with the cream. With the sour cream, I just get the crunchy. It's easy to eat. The Taco Bell around me has a problem with the chips being all stale or the oil being off, says Fook Doozle. You know what? I feel like I've run into a few Taco Bells because like I've moved around in my life and a few times, and every time I go, you know, I locate the eats around town, right? And I feel like I've experienced that where like I've gone to a certain Taco Bell chain consistently and it's consistently had stale stuff, and I'm just like, what's going on here? And then obviously after a while I'd be like, all right, I'm not coming back here. But it's interesting, right? You'd wonder why, especially with franchises as built out as those, as they'd have like a central distribution center and they would send out like the same kind of chips, the same kind of meat. So if you're getting tortillas, they're all gonna taste the same no matter where you go. Or if you get the beef, they're all gonna make you crap equally bad no matter where you go, right? So it's interesting. Coffin says, my wife once bought Taco Bell wrapping paper for Christmas and it actually smells like no way. Are you kidding? That sounds, I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. That doesn't sound too bad. Jason Cable says, I always get the $6 box with the app. You can tell how unhealthy you are based on the amount of food apps you have. Ooh, I don't know, man. Apps are a slippery slope, like DoorDash and all that, because then you just end up ordering so much from everywhere. You know what I mean? And you know, after a while, you just don't have that kind of bandwidth like that kind of money. You know what I mean? Like eating out is just expensive. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Dead serious says Coffin. I'll send you some. Oh my god, that's wild. That's so wild. Talk about wrapping paper. The taste isn't stale, says Trevor. But so it doesn't taste stale, but then like the tortillas don't have the crunch. You know what I mean? You're ordering a crunchy taco. So it's gotta be crunchy, right? Crunchy tacos can't be like stale, even though it tastes like classic Taco Bell. I'm anti-Taco Bell, says Chicken Fried Stick. If forced, I'll get 2 bean and cheese burritos with no onion. Do Taco Bells do custom orders? Like, if you say, hey, can I get a crunchy taco? One with no cheese, extra lettuce, and diced tomatoes. Would they, like, honor that shit? Because I feel like the few times that I've tried to do that, they're just like, sorry, man. Sorry, man. They don't pay me enough to, like, hold up the line to do this for you. 3211 and Co says, however, some questionable orders smell like Taco Bell bathrooms. Ooh, that does not bode well. That does not sound good. Fook Doozle says, the one near me tastes awful. The chips are like soap flavored about 40% of the time. Yeah, you know what's interesting? It's funny you mentioned soap because like I bought a bag of like typical, you know, cantina style tortilla chips, and I bought it a while back and I just put it in my pantry and I forgot about it. And then recently, after the Hot Ones episode with Mikey Daily Carey, I ended up having some hot sauces that I want to try. So the hot sauces I combined with a salsa and made an awesome salsa. And so I was like, man, I need some chips. So I dove into my pantry and I dug up this bag of chips. And it wasn't open. So I was like, okay, it's not open. So it's not going to be stale. It's sealed. It's all good. And then I open it and I immediately like eat one. And it tasted like soap. And I was like, what is happening here? And of course, it was a little stale. So I was just like, wait a minute, that's not right. So maybe it leads me to believe that there's something going on with like the oil they fry it in, or maybe like corn after a while just smells like that or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it's funny that you said soap because that's exactly the experience that I had. Jason Cable says, could it be cilantro? There's a taste bud gland that has people taste soap when eating it. I don't know. Really? Seriously, I love cilantro. I don't know. I grew up with it though, in different recipes no less. But I grew up with cilantro. It was good. Del Taco versus Taco Bell. Who wins? Oh my God, that's the question of the hour. So I don't know where you're from, 3211 and Co. But for me, Taco Bell versus Del Taco is very distinctively Northern California and Southern California. Yeah, what's in my pockets, Alan? You're chiming in because you're from like LA area, Orange County area. That's mainly Del Taco. And I don't have a Del Taco up here in like the San Francisco Bay Area. That's all. Okay, 32111 Co. Los Angeles, California. There you go. That's exactly why. Because like in Northern California, you don't really see Del Tacos. Maybe like Central Cal, but not Northern California. It's all Taco Bell up here. So I didn't have my Del Taco experience. I got a package here from Orbit Key I wanted to share with you guys. So I'll go ahead and get started on that while we talk about this amazingly relevant topic. But yeah, so Del Taco I didn't experience until I went down to LA for school, for college. And I like it. I liked it at the time because it was like a refreshingly different take on fast food tacos. Because all I ever knew was Taco Bell, right? And so for me to have that, you know, really just be forced to do Del Taco, it was a good time. And yes, the crinkle cut fries, that's pretty amazing for a taco spot to have that. But Taco Bell has those cinnamon twists, like those crispy cinnamon twisties. So who knows? Guys, this is the Orbikey 2-in-1 tech pouch. They have a Kickstarter launched on it, and it's going on right now. I don't know about you guys, but as a content creator, I have tech all around me. You know what I mean? Like not just to charge my smartphone, but like extra batteries and remotes and stuff like that. So I always have a tech pouch kitted around me. You know what I mean? It's either, my go-to has always been the Peak Design tech pouch, but you know, I've since had the opportunity to test out the Alpaca tech case. And then, you know, Rush Faster also makes a tech pouch that I've been testing, that I've been playing with. And Moment has one too. So, everybody's kind of coming out the woodwork with a tech pouch. But this one from Orbit Key, it took them a while to create it. This one is in terracotta, my favorite flavor. Where's that Maverick? Where's that tactile knife Echo Maverick in terracotta, in butterscotch, but I mistakenly called it terracotta. But it's this color. Yeah. Mullen Lay says, I'm loving that color of the bag. Yeah, it's cool. But what's cool about this, I see from the label here, is that it's a 2-in-1 tech pouch. So it says everything you need at your fingertips without the bulk. I mean, we'll see about that. But it says, and it shows in the picture here, that it's basically the tech pouch, and then inside there's like a satellite pouch that you keep your essentials in. And then that way, if you were to just kind of like go out real quick and get some work done and you only need the essentials, you don't need to carry this whole bulky thing. I mean, it's not even that bulky, but you don't need to carry a full-fledged tech pouch. You could just go ahead and open it up and take the satellite pouch with you. It's like nested in here. It's real nice. And just take that with you, and it still has all your essentials in there. And I see a lot of pockets here for you to mess around with. Does this thing come off? No, it doesn't. But, you know, lots of pockets in here for you to mess around with and to keep all your tech essentials in here. As an EDC guy, I'm an EDC guy. Have you been seeing that content going around? Dude, Mikey Daily Carry, Ricky, they've been anchoring that type of content. It's so great. I'm an EDC guy. I do all sorts of crazy stuff that other normal people are looking at me funny for. Yes, absolutely. But as an EDC guy, I don't just put my tech in here, you know, like I put my knickknacks in here. Like if I have fidget toys or anything like that, my Pixelco, clackers, or like pry bars or such that I don't have in an EDC pouch or in my pockets or in my sling, I'll be putting it in here in my backpack, right? And so, of course, it's things that I don't use as often. Like, I'll be real, I don't use a pry all that much unless it's at home in the studio because I'm using it on the plates all the time. But when I'm in the field, I'm not, unless I'm shooting, I don't really use it. And so for the less used items, and for example, like I know specifically when I went out to Blade Texas last year and Blade Atlanta, I had my tech pouch with me, but I used it to store like my knife maintenance things. Like I had my KPL in there. I had my microfiber cloths in here. And so all the stuff that I'm not going to use often, but would need to reach for in case, that's what goes in here. So I think the concept is really cool that you can, look, check this out. It's like nested in here. Like this is the full tech pouch. And then you can just have that satellite kit in there and it fits right in. And this is empty though. So the thing is, if you were to fill the satellite pouch with stuff and then fill the tech pouch with stuff, would it fit as easily as it's showing right now? Maybe not. So I think that's something we'll have to explore and kind of kit it out. Throw some EDC goods in there, throw some tech accessories in there, and see what really happens. But 3211 and Co says 2 orange, but cool for me, lol. Yeah, they have 3 colors. I think they have like a gray, a black, and an orange coming out. Here, let me pull it up. I actually don't know all the deets, like when it's coming out or how much it's gonna cost. I know for a fact that the Peak Design tech pouch costs $60. So if it's $60, sweet. But if it's some crazy thing like $90, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Let's just go through it. Look at this thing. They've already got 300,000 pledged. Excellent. So that's gonna be made. That's absolutely gonna be made. Let's see. If you were to pledge, $55. There you go. That's extra competitive. A clever twin pouch organization system that says no to desk clutter and yes to storing your essentials with ease. So instead of so the whole premise is that instead of putting this on your desktop while you're working at the coffee shop doing your thing, you only take out what you need. So if you only need your SD cards, your peripherals, your headphones, your earpods, or whatever, then you have it in here. So you just pull this out and you put it on the table. So it takes up slightly less real estate on the table. Let's say it's slammed, it's noon, everybody's getting their coffee break, lunch break, and you don't really have space to spare. This would be a great opportunity to do that. They've got bundles here where there's an extra little desk pouch for you to put like pencils and whatnot, pens and stuff like that. Pencil case. So they do have like a dedicated pencil case. I want to check that out. I've been writing a lot and like playing around with pens. Case in point, I got that G450 from Zebra. But yeah, see, they got the black, they got the orange. Do they have gray or is it just the 2? Black and terracotta. That's cool. So the complete bundle is 100. Anyway, yeah. So, I mean, if you guys want to check it out, it's just on Kickstarter. I'll throw the I'll throw the link into the chat right here if you guys want to check it out. But I mean, it looks cool. I feel like though I'd be hard pressed to change from my Peak design one just from first glance, just because like this to me doesn't scream, oh my god, it's taking up so much space, it's killing me. You know what I mean? It's the same size as any other tech pouch out there, and it's clamshell style. It opens up. It's got mesh pockets here. It's got a lot of ways to accommodate your little tech accessories and your knickknacks and things like that. So I don't consider, I mean, there's a front zip here. I mean, it's got everything you really need to be organized, but I don't see it taking up that much space. So for me, the satellite thing, it's a nice touch, but then if it's going to take away from the organization of like the tech pouch of itself, because it doesn't have as many pockets as the Peak Design tech pouch, because there's got to be enough space in there to take out the satellite pouch, right? Or to accommodate the satellite pouch. But I'm gonna have to dive into it. Those are my first impressions. I'm gonna have to dive into it and really see like how I can use it. But it's a cool color. I do like that terracotta look. It's cool. Something actually named terracotta instead of freaking butterscotch. I can't believe I messed that up. Alan says Del Taco got Bira ramen now. What do you mean? What does that mean? They have flavors? Del Taco Bira ramen? Birria ramen. No way. Shredded beef birria ramen from Del Taco? Get out. No way. That's so wild. Okay, next time I go to LA, Alan, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna get this. We gotta do it, man. We gotta do it. Let's see. Earl Lullaby in the house says, not gonna lie, I got caught up in Pal World and spent a good 3 hours. Didn't know you were live. Pal World, Earl? Really? Wow. Well, I hope you're having a good time. I mean, Pal World is like mega hype right now. Call me a Pokemon purist, but I don't know. Pal World just didn't appeal to me. I don't know. Like right now I'm playing Diablo 4. That's what I'm playing. And there's a lot of controversy about Diablo 4 and the new season that came out and how trash it is, but I'm having fun doing what I'm doing, and I'm not like a hardcore player. Like I only put in like an hour a week or whatever it is, because I don't have that much time. But I mean, for what I'm playing it for, I'm having a great time. But Pal World is basically Pokemon. They are explicitly not infringing on any copyrights, believe it or not. But when you pull up Pal World, there's literally monsters in there that straight up look like Pokemon. Straight up. And it's basically Pokemon plus survival plus guns plus base defense plus farming. That's what it is. And so while and I like Nintendo has specifically been reached out for comment and stuff like that, and they were saying basically that Pal World is not, well, Nintendo never admitted this. They were like, we're aware of a certain game that's doing something and we are actively looking into it, but they haven't filed any lawsuits because Pal World did not infringe on any copyrights, which is interesting because when you actually look at the patents that Nintendo filed or the Pokemon company filed, they didn't copyright every single Pokemon and every single piece of artwork. They only copyrighted the big ones, like Pikachu. You can't use Pikachu or the word Pikachu or the likeness of Pikachu in any games. You can't use, I think Charizard is another one, but not Charmander or Charmeleon. Those are fair game. But you can't use Charizard or the likeness of Charizard. You can't use the word Pokemon, obvious reasons. But it's basically like that. Like they've only copyrighted a few big things, and then everything else is just part of the game. So I think combine that with the fact that it's like a different game in general. Like it is about gathering monsters and stuff, but it's also survival, but it's also has violence, and it also has games. Like I think Pal World's developers have enough juice to come back and say, hey, we're not trying to copy them because the original Pokemon didn't have any of these things, and we're not explicitly infringing on any copyrights or trademarks, so they have no case. So it's kind of wild. Jason Cable says Pal World broke records for Steam, most sold game, I think. Yeah, they have like some ridiculous, like I don't know if they've broken 10 million copies yet, but like the first week was a good 7-8 million copies. I think the only one on Steam that they didn't beat was PUBG. That's what I was reading in articles. So Coffin Wizard says Pouch World patch. Ryan Flegel in the house. What's up, man? What's up, Ryan? Says, what's going on, guys? I hope everyone is doing good this week. Yes, I'm doing fairly well. I hope you guys are doing the same. What's in my pocket says, yes, sir. Hit me up. Yeah, sounds good, man. Next time we go down, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Coffin Wizard says, what do you think of C Tactical? Are you asking me? Let's check it out. C Tactical. What is it? What am I looking for? CT bags. Let's check it out. What do I think of them? Well, first of all, I've never had one, but looks cool. Whoa, this bag is very reminiscent of the Data Crew bag. Like, that's kind of nuts, actually. Tell me that doesn't look like the Snack Time sling without like the Data Crew thing there. Whoa, that is interesting. That is wild. That is wild. Let's see. But the other, look, they got terracotta too. Burnt orange. Whoa, these pouches are actually mad cheap. Cordura's 23 bucks. This EDC waist pack is 27. 500D nylon 43. What? How? This is cool. I like that the hardware matches the same swatch. Oh, Alan says shipping is twice the price. Okay, that's where they get you. Shipping calculator at checkout. They got 2 delivery methods. Standard delivery by e-packet. Okay, so sounds like shipping is a big deal here. But damn, dude. Oh, June Tackle. Okay, so I've seen this on Mikey Daily Carey's website or YouTube channel. He's covered them. Yo, that straight up looks like Snack Time, man. That's kind of wild. Doesn't CT ship from Texas though? Says Ian. I don't know. They're from Vietnam. Yeah. Jun is Vietnamese. I am part Vietnamese, so I noticed that. I got their sling and their backpack. Would you recommend what's in my pockets, Alan? Would you recommend their sling and their backpack? Because like when I see stuff like this, I mean the pictures look clean. They got X back here, and you know, from the pictures it looks dope. But then what throws me is the price. Like, it's so cheap, you know what I mean? And so obviously it's imported, which is fine. You know, like there's a lot of stuff coming out of China, knives, bags, whatever, that are perfectly fine quality wise, right? Like, you're not gonna buy a bag with a hole in it, right? You're gonna get a good bag. So if it's not that, why the hell is it so cheap? And like you said here, let's actually, I don't know. I don't want to dox myself and like go through shipping and stuff. But anyway, if you're saying that shipping, Alan says shipping is double, then, and he's coming out of LA, so that's probably going to be a comparable price for me. So if like, let's say this is 89 bucks, shipping double that or more, you said more than, so let's say shipping is 100 bucks. So you're ending up with, you know, a $200 bag. So I guess that's fair. That's fair. This one, wait, not this one. The burnt orange Snack Time lookalike is 30 bucks, but if shipping is like 50 bucks, then it's 80. 80 is still cheaper than the Data Crew Snack Time, but at the same time, there's not all the features are there, right? So this one is just open. Oh, it's got the loop in there too, but it's not removable. Like, you can't take it off like the Snack Time trays, right? So I guess there's that. Combined with a belt. Oh, the straps here. I was like, 511 works with them? No, it's just a belt, and then they can link it through the loops there, so it's a legit fanny pack. Okay, I mean, I think it's a wash. I think like the numbers are mad different, but I think if all else held equal, it balances out. I think. Coffee says Alan the Coffin Wizard says Alan the plug. What's in my pocket says I was exaggerating a bit on the shipping. It's like 40 bucks. Okay, 40 bucks is actually not bad. Like if this was 30 and shipping was 40. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Whoa, that looks like the GR1 from GoRuck. Interesting. The new tanker. That's interesting. See, that's another thing too that's throwing me, because like this is $89, whereas the Go Ruck is $400, right? And I mean, I know the Go Ruck was made in America or made in the US, and I mean, I've seen videos where they're basically bomb proof. You know what I mean? Like it's you know, dragged through the mud, dragged by trucks and stuff, and it holds up. So I think it would be interesting to get this and then like try the same thing and see if it holds up, because I mean, these are like, yo, it's tripping me out, because like these colors are like Carryology X Go Ruck style. You know what I mean? Like you've seen like the Mystery Ranch, like Cerberus. You've seen like the unicorn bags. They all have these colorways, like the Arctic camo, the black, the burnt orange. It screams Carryology. You know what I'm saying? But like $74, $79, those are not Carryology prices. Hell no, no sir. Those are very cheap, and it's trippy. It's tripping me out, because like, you know, when you do this for long enough and you're like into gear, you know, you and me, you guys out there, you guys are gearheads, you guys are enthusiasts, right? So you can kind of have this sixth sense where you're equating a certain price range, unless they're gouging you, but typically that doesn't really happen. Well, maybe, I don't know. That's debatable. I retract that statement. That's debatable. there's a few brands out there that I can safely say are charging a little more of a premium, but for other reasons like prestige or reputation or whatever. But $89 for a bag that also looks like a similar bag that goes for $400, right? Obviously, there are things that you can't gather from just looking at a picture and looking at a spec sheet. Like there's the build quality, there's the how robust the fabrics are, whether the materials are legit, like what they say they are, which I mean they should be. Otherwise, that's just bad business practices, right? But yeah, Cordura 10,000D. I mean, it looks legit. YKK zippers, okay. It looks legit. Oh my god, even the straps. The straps are straight up Go Ruck straps. Those are Go Ruck straps. And like they're tacked down every like 3 inches or so. Okay, I might have to buy it and try it out, because that's very interesting. That's actually very, like, look this is like this gray bag right here, the CT21 V2. That looks like a Carryology X Go Ruck, like gray, like Go Ruck GR1. Like what? Coffin Wizard says, I'm telling you, bro, it's weird as hell. I will attest that the quality of backs are really good, says Alan. Okay. All right, I have to try it. Ron, I think I sent you the link to the CT Sling a while back. Yeah, you did. I think like I've looked at it in the past, but I just haven't pulled the plug or pulled the trigger on it or anything. Coffin Wizard says, yeah, but you're supporting your favorite maker or brand when you pay a premium. Yes, exactly. There are other reasons for doing that. You know what I mean? And like, you know, I understand that manufacturing in the US is just more expensive, period. And, you know, the question does arise where you're saying, okay, well, if I can get it manufactured in the US, but I can also get it imported, and if the quality is negligible, the quality difference is negligible or the same, then why would I pay more? Well, I mean, like you said, you're supporting your favorite makers or brands. Like, let's say you're a huge fan of Benchmade. Benchmade was your first knife, right? You grew up with it, and you've always been a fan of it, and you finally were able to buy something from Benchmade, and you're just a huge fan through and through. If you didn't notice, I'm describing literally Brandon EDM. That's his story. That's his origin story. But, you know, if you're just a huge fan of Benchmade, like, yeah, sure, you understand that an M390 knife coming out of Benchmade will probably cost $100 or $200 more than an M390 coming out of another local maker or something like that. And that's fine, you know. The recognition of the higher price point is there, but you're also supporting a brand that means something to you, you know, that has some reputation and some history with you. So, What's in My Pocket says, y'all smash that like button. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. If you guys could hit that like button, it would help me a lot. And, you know, it's the easiest way for you to show me that you're enjoying this type of content and that we can do more of this in the future. Ron, I think I sent you a link. Oh, I said that. Yeah, but yours. Yeah, I said that too. Ah, okay. That butterfly tax definitely hurts. Oh, yeah, right. Float like a butterfly, sting like a Benchmade. Right? Specifically, sting in your wallet. Oh, yeah. Ryan Flegel says, anyone else in the East Coast going to the Sportsman Show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania next week? I'm not, but the Sportsman Show, what is that about? What does it show? That's cool. Okay, I gotta check this out. Mia says she got a CT Junior backpack. I'm about to reach out, see if they're down to send some stuff out, because that sounds cool. Yeah, It's interesting. We'll have to experiment. That'll be interesting. Because I have some GoRucks and they feel freaking solid. Coffin Wizard says it confused the hell out of me that I thought it was a scam. Yeah, it's very scam feeling, but the website looks legit enough. I think, like, you know how some scam sites they don't put in the effort, so it just looks like a scam and you get scammy vibes all over. But I mean, everything looks great. The pictures look great. The website looks solid, except the price is trippy, right? And then when you go to checkout, the shipping is more expensive than you would think because most brands would have free shipping, right? So that is interesting. But I mean, we got a few trusted people in the chat here with a variety of experiences with CT bags, and they all say that it's good. So definitely down to check it out. Let's see. Pew Pews, Knives, and Overland Gear, says Ryan. All the goods. Yeah, that sounds like all the goods. That sounds like SHOT Show. Did any of you guys go to SHOT Show? I missed out. But hey, Mikey Daily Carry in the house says Quacka Pow. What's up, Mikey Daily Carry? Hey, you're just in time. How was SHOT Show, dude? Tell us your favorite moment from SHOT Show. I mean, I've been watching your coverage and all that, but what is your favorite moment or thing you saw at SHOT Show? I'm a CT fan big time, says Mikey Daily Carry. Yeah, man, I see all the videos that you've been putting out on it. Excellent, excellent. Used to go every year here in Toronto, says Coffin Wizard. Nice, nice. Do they have plate carriers? Because I want to use a plate carrier for like my workouts and stuff. But I don't want to pay like GoRuck prices. Probably not. These look like rip away panels. Molly panel, admin panel. But I don't think they have like plate carriers, which is fine. That's not what they're trying to set out to do. I think if I were to try something, I would definitely want to try either the CT21 or the CT15 or both. Because usually the backpacks I run are 20 to 22 liters in capacity. And then with the slings, I mean, these CT5s look dope, but it looks like it'd be on the bigger side. CT3 light. Yeah, it'd probably be a CT5. Medium-sized sling, medium-sized backpack, and kind of see what you can do with it. I mean, this CT3, it's new, it looks like. That's not bad. Hangbanjai. Hangbanjai. I don't know what that means. Hangban. No. Hangbang. Oh, it's just saying. It's saying goods being sold. There you go. Oh yeah, see, it's like Vietnamese currency too. So this is like legitimate. Oh, it's the Vietnamese website. Excellent. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, super Vietnamese, but I mean the bags look promising. I'd have to get them in hand. CT5 is pretty comparable to the Snack Time, says Mikey Daily Carry. Really? Because that like little one, it looks like the Snack Time. Like the CT4W. Like that straight up looks like Mikey. That straight up looks like the Snack Time. Tell me that doesn't look like Snack Time. That's the CT4. For like 20% of the price. That's kind of wild. Pretty wild. Seems cool, but you can't buy anything, right? If I travel for a show, I want to buy, says Chicken Fried Steak. That's true. What's in my pocket says, you know how to read Vietnamese? Dude, I am Vietnamese. Yeah, bro, I'm half Vietnamese, half Chinese. And I worked with my dad in a family business, a Vietnamese one, juice bar for a long time. So yes, I can read it. I can speak it. Chai, let's get tea. Chai tea. Nah, man. Let's see. China #1 says Coffin Wizard. Oh, let's chill out. Let's chill out. Let's not get political, people. Yeah, what's in my pockets? Yep, half. I'm Hoppa. Shot was overwhelming, says Mikey, but I'd have to say roaming around with Geo, another creator, was pretty cool. See, that's one of the things I really enjoyed about Blade, because like I spent all 3 shows with Brandon and friends. You know what I mean? Like I got to meet way more fans than I ever thought I even had. You know what I mean? Which is nuts to me. And on top of that, I was able to hang out with creators. I met Mikey Daily Carey at Blade West. I met Brandon and ran the gamut with him, starting with Blade Show Texas. And it's really cool to like be elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder with another person that does exactly what you do and doing it together. You know what I mean? Especially something as lonely as being a creator. Man, it is so fun. So it was an invaluable experience. You know, I got to meet up with Ian Coates. I got to meet up with Alpha Prime EDC, Blade Brigade. I met up with Ray, Everyday City Carry. I met up with Urban EDC. Just, oh, dude, so many brands, so many people, and it was so fun. Mikey Daly Carey says that was my favorite part about West, hanging with y'all. Absolutely, man. I feel like that's when I really got to know Mikey. You know what I mean? Like he was in the live streams, and you know, we see each other's videos and whatnot. We liking each other's posts, but it wasn't until we got to really chop it up in Blade Show West that it was really apparent that we were like kindred spirits. You know what I mean? So it was cool, man. It was cool. Glad to have met you, man. Seriously. Let's see. We all human after all, says 3211 and Co. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I can see why you can't buy at SHOT. There's a lot of legalities around firearms, says Ian Coates. Oh, you know what? Like, how? Well, if you don't mind me asking, Mikey and Gio, how did you guys get into SHOT? Because my impression was that SHOT was like an industry event, and it was like you either had to be like a buyer or someone in the industry, a manufacturer, a dealer, or something like that, in order to be able to go to SHOT and kind of like partake. Because you know you can't buy anything, right? So it was more like a showing off the latest and greatest kind of thing. So it was really cool. It's really cool to see you guys be able to go in, which is awesome. Yeah. Mike Daly Carey says, you're exactly the same person from the live streams too, even EDM. Yeah, see, I mean, I don't get the whole... When people were telling me, like, that when they meet creators, they're different on video than they are in real life, I'm like, how tedious is that? Like, keeping up with a persona or something like that, and then in real life just not being that person. It's just exhausting to me. But I guess like everybody handles like public speaking and anxiety different, so I totally understand it and I get it. And if that's the only way you can operate, more power to you, you know what I mean? But for me personally, I feel like it was just too much trouble to kind of like break off and do some other persona, some other Ron Kwok the YouTuber, and then come back and be Ron Kwok the real person. So you know. Ian says they got into SHOT on behalf of Rick from Ocaso. Gio stated in the first video. Oh, nice. That's really cool. That's really cool. Rick's a dope dude. I saw him at Blade. I think I saw him at Blade West as well. Yeah, good times. EDC. Trev says apparently Tri-State sounds different. Yeah, he does. He does. He has a slightly higher pitch voice in real life, but I mean, he's fine. He's still the life of the party, bro. Cole, Tri-State EDC, my God, he's a great dude. Like, instantly, I mean, you could see why he's killing the live streams and why he's such a personality on YouTube. You know what I mean? He's just he has like this energy. He's a freaking comic. You know what I mean? Like, he'll make you laugh in seconds. Yeah. Ian says Tri-State is the same person in person as he is in lives. Yeah, I totally get that vibe. I can't imagine Tri-State being anybody other than him. Like, you can't fake something like Tri-State. You know, you're either like that or you're not. There's no way. There's no way. Alpha Prime EDC in the house says, yo, finally, bro. Hour and a half in. What the hell, man? Where you at? What's up, Brad? Mikey Daly Carey says Rick got us in with Ocaso. Big thanks to him. Apparently, we could have gotten in as media, like how other EDC creators get in. Really? Because, like, I mean, I guess SHOT Show's different, but like Blade Show, like their media requirements are really high now. Like, I know that this past year it was like 150K followers at least to be able to get in on media, and there's limited slots as well. But maybe with SHOT Show, as long as you have an account or you have some sort of following, then they'll let you in, which is cool. Lol, Mikey, now you know for ATL. I'm still working, says Brad. Damn, bro, pulling those long nights again, dude. Thoughts go out to you, man. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Oh my goodness. Romulia says, on the subject of slings, has anyone seen the Simple Motion Sling? Let's check it out. Simple. See, it trips me out when brands like take words and then spell it slightly differently, because then it's hard to remember. You know what I mean? And it's ironic that it's Simple Studios, right? Because it's not simple. You have to incorporate a Y in there. The Motion Sling. That looks like a tech pouch to me. $99, padded tablet pocket. Oh, it's big. Okay, so it's a sizable sling. See, pictures like this deceive, because it looks like it's this size. You know what I mean? Like, if you were just looked at that picture, you would assume it's something like this, because you don't see straps, right? So you make the assumption, okay, it doesn't have straps, so it must not be a big bag. But then you see it on the human, and it's like, holy, it's big. That is like a Dan Matsuda style, like sized bag. That looks like it could be a good 5-liter bag. Is it 5 liters? Specs, materials. 3 liters, okay. Nice. That guy looks familiar. That looks like Keithro. That looks like my buddy Keith from Australia. I wonder if he did videos for them. But, I mean, that looks dope. I like it. Man, y'all are making it dangerous for me. I'm like finding things that I want to explore and check out. But it looks like a tech pouch that grew a strap. Like Black Ember, the TKS sling, where it's a tech pouch, but it's also a sling. You can tuck the straps away. This one, do you tuck the straps away or do you take them off completely? It looks like there's some carabiners. Yeah. So this one, you're able to take the straps off. You hook them in, take them off. But, I mean, the materials look dope. I like that top handle right there. That's pretty sick. Oh, that's definitely Keith. That's definitely Keith. Nice. Do you have one? What do you think of it? Romulius. What do you think of it? I'm gonna have to check that out. Uh-oh. Dangerous. They got bags too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They got accessories. So this is their actual tech pouch. Uh-oh. That looks cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We about to set $59. I feel like tech pouches, the standard price is $60. Right. 55, 59, 60. That's the gold standard. Alpha Prime says he just got a new watch sent from Monterey Watch. Oh, Alpha Prime says great vid for the Monterey Watch Casino. This one? This watch that I have on right now? Let me pull it out for you real quick. But no, yeah, I really enjoy this watch because everyone thinks it's a Rolex. My mom, she saw this the other day. I visited her and she saw this. She's like, oh, you spending some hard money on watches now? You must be making a lot of money. I'm like, nope, I'm not making a lot of money at all. This is not a Rolex, but I'm glad you think so. This is the Monterey Watch Casino Coronet. And it's got that Oyster Perpetual type feel. You know what I mean? It's got a Seiko movement in there, Japanese movement. It's water resistant up to 100 meters. Sapphire crystal, ceramic inserts. I mean, it looks clean AF. They've got different types of watches. This is sort of like a gentleman's watch. You can dress it up, dress it down, super versatile. But there's also a diver's watch. There's also, all the classic silhouettes you come to expect from like fine premium watch brands. Half the people in this chat are ambassadors for Monterey Watch Company. But since this is my live stream, you can go ahead and use code PURPOSE and save 25% off of these if you're interested. And I think I saw some promotion on there right now. Let me pull it up, actually. If you buy a watch from them that's not the Casino Coronet, like this specific one, you can then get a Casino Coronet for 50% off. Like, that's savings on savings. Like, here. Let's open it up real quick. So, look, this is the Casino Coronet. I'm about to hit them up and be like, hey, can I take the rest of your pictures? Yeah, I made a dope reel for you guys. I need to make more pictures. Look at this video. Look at this video. You ready for this fully featured video? It's just a picture of the Casino Coronet, but with snow animated. That's what makes it a video. That's what makes it a video. See, I feel like websites have real estate for showing off your product, but there's limited real estate, right? You can't just flood this thing with pictures and videos. So every single photo or every single video that you put on, like for example, like these two pictures are very similar, and this one too, it doesn't really add any value. But if I were to structure this product page correct, you know, or not correctly, but like optimally for people to view, I'd have a front on picture, right? Obviously he's got that. I'd have a picture of the back where it's a skeleton case in the back so you can see the inner workings, the mechanism. And then if I were to have a video here, I would have a video like the reel that I made where like you show off all aspects of it. You show off a person putting it on, taking it off, working the clasp, turning the dial, all that stuff, and not like animate snow in the back. You know what I mean? And you know, it's hard to kind of figure this out. Okay, see, look, special offer right here. If you buy any timepiece from them, 25% off with code purpose, you then get a casino coronet for 50% off. I don't know if that actually still works, but you try that. You try that and you tell me if that works, guys. That's savings on savings right there. What is that? That's 50% off the coronet and 25% off the other one. I'm wondering if 25% off works for... Let's try it. You guys want to try it? Yeah, let's try it. All right, let's look. These are the selections. Thank you, Alpha Prime EDC, for throwing that website on there. I appreciate it. Here, the Blackstream. Solid choice, right? Let's do the automatic with the /minute insert. Let's add that to cart. Okay. And then let's add a casino coronet. Let's do it. Let's see what that does. Let's add that. Okay. Okay. I don't see checkout. Am I gonna get doxxed? Okay, no, I'm not. Okay. Purpose. Let's go. Okay, so you save 25% off of the final total. So I guess that 50% off the casino coronet is not something. It's not active right now, I guess. But you still save that solid 25%. Oh, you can't even see it. Oh, God. Can I move this? Okay, there. Then you can see it. There. It's 125 off. There you go. Boom. Right there. Alpha Prime EDC says we got Mikey, Ron, Trevor, and me. Yeah. Monterey crew up in here. Where's Tim? Where's Tim Hermes? Hermes. Okay, anyway. Back to the website. But I mean, look, they got a lot of cool styles. I personally gravitated towards the coronet. It looks freaking cool. Mikey Daily Carey said he gravitated towards the Carib. That blue sapphire though. It could be matchy with the scalloped bezel, but just different faces. Yeah, Mikey Daily Carey says brawny now too. Absolutely. I think what Brad meant to say is we got both Mikeys. We got both Mikeys, Ron, Trevor, and Brad. Let's see. No field watches. TREDC78. Tim says I will definitely check them out. Hey, for sure, man. Check it out. Okay, there. Enough of that. Anyway, I hope you guys got that. Got a little taste of that. That was fun, right? Wasn't that fun? Any good fidgets lately, says Alpha Prime. Honestly, no good fidgets lately, other than the ones I already have. But I'll be real with you. I told people at the beginning of this live stream. Here, I got the Mechanic C here in Ultim by Lautier ADC. But dude, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't use fidget toys to fidget. Like I don't have like the unsteady hands or anything like that, or any like medical reason to have fidgets. And I told myself at the beginning of this year, I'm gonna be real with my carry. I'm gonna be practical. I'm gonna use what I say I use, and I'm gonna use what I show off, right? And so that first EDC kit that's gonna come out, that video's gonna come out, that's my starter kit EDC for 2024, and it's gonna be things I actually use daily. It's gonna be anything else. I mean, I haven't included a pry bar in there because I don't use pry bars when I'm on the go outside. Ian says Ron's saying a lot of words for saying he's not neurodivergent. Whatever, bro. You can heckle me all you want. I don't give a damn. At least with my hands aren't crazy, okay? And I don't need the fidget stuff like as a crutch or anything like that. Or I don't have any practical use for Coke FTW. Brandon, leave. I don't know how long you've been here, but you get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of my stream. God damn it. Yeah, man, I just haven't been using fidgets. I'll be real with you. Like, I could keep it in my loadout, but I just haven't been using them. They're fun to have. They're fun to play with while they're on my desk and stuff. And in meetings, like, sure, like, if I have it, I'll just mess around with it, have something in hand. But, like, in terms of keeping it in my pocket, I feel like I'm always doing something to the point where, like, I'm just not... I don't have enough spare time to pull out my Alt F to, like, clack, 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 clack. When I'm on the move. Like, when I'm on the move, I'm on my phone, I'm walking, or I'm driving, my hands are full, or I'm holding my baby, or like, you know, I'm holding my lady's hand or something like that, or pushing the stroller or walking the dogs. So my hands are always already occupied. So I haven't been using it. Have you guys been using fidgets? I don't know. Let's be real. Let's have a candid conversation before we get up on out of here. It's been an hour and a half. I'm freaking hungry. Let's talk about it. Brandon, how often do you use your fidgets, man? Don't have enough spare time to pull out. Oh, says Brad. Ugh, were those my exact words? I don't know, but those were my exact words. Brad had a great one this past Sunday, and he got all the fidgets, says Mikey. There you go. Oh, Trevor says Tim is dropping a new watch tomorrow on Monterey. That's interesting. When's the Carry Culture Live with Purpose pod coming? I don't know, man. When they asked me to come on. No, Carry Culture's been doing some cool stuff, man. Like, I know we had Carry Config, but I feel like, you know, both Brandon and I are just, we're at a point where, like, we have certain goals that we want to reach, and with our own respective channels, and I think that we both just unconsciously are prioritizing that, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely want to, my goal is this year to just hit 50K. Stretch goal 100K, you know, and I think it's completely doable if I focused on what I need to focus on. And Brandon, he's about to get that milli this year with the shorts content, so I know he's pushing hard, and I know I'm pushing hard. So I think that when there is an appropriate time to pursue that project, I think we will, and we will put 110% into it. And if you've looked at our past episodes, we definitely have put in the effort, man. Like, I personally feel like the editing's on point. I feel like we need to get more guests on, but, you know, that, of course, is a time commitment, and I think we just really need to figure out what we need to figure out. So in that time, Carry Culture is doing a lot of good stuff. I see they had Alan on as a first guest, and since then they've had Gio on, I think, and they, you know, I think they're all doing, I think Mikey Daily Carry, you're on Carry Culture too, right? So they, you know, they're making the rounds, and they're putting in an earnest effort, and they're doing great stuff. So all the more power to them. You know, maybe one day we can make it happen. You know what I mean? Mikey Daily Carry says, so you need toe fidgets on your slippers. Ah, there you go. The toesies. I use mine like 10% of the time, says EDM. I use my pocket art more than I do fidgets. There you go. That makes sense. Alpha Prime says, I use all my fidgets. At my work, a knife doesn't exactly seem professional, so I spin, flick, flip, and slide all my fidgets. It can be anyone's stress environment, and fidgets really do help me. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you found a practical reason for them. If I were to relate it in that regard, I probably fidget with a pen a lot. Because, like, yeah, you know, fidgeting with a knife is polarizing. And even if you pull out, like, a Bally Song trainer or something like that, although it is fun to, like, you know, work on your technique and, like, do the thing and, like, do, you know, go back and forth and stuff like that, it is polarizing to people to just see you flipping a knife that they don't know is sharp or dull or whatever it is. So I get that completely. I think I fidget with pens, if we're going to talk about it that way. So, yes, I agree. All right, y'all, it's 6:35. I'm about to get up on out of here. I hope you guys have a great night and have enjoyed this live stream. If you did, hit that like button and consider subscribing, because I'm pushing out videos, content on everyday carry, tech gear, and accessories. So if you're into that, bags, backpacks, slings, we're going to have an extended conversation about all that in the videos to come and on an upcoming live stream. We got some cool stuff planned for upcoming live streams, honestly. I think you're going to want to stay tuned for that. So enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the night. Have a great night, everyone, says EDC Knife and Tool Trevor. And let's talk soon, all right? Take care, y'all. Peace out.